Okay, lovely people, we're going to do a gorgeous, gorgeous, sticky, melt in your mouth, tender meat dish. We're doing a lamb tagine, okay? This is the tagine, right? It's basically the old-fashioned, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years old, portable stove. Now, the point of the lid is that it just traps that steam around here and just helps to tenderize meat and stuff like that. So, first thing, we've got these beautiful lamb shanks. We're going to hit it, of course, with sea salt in there. We're going to hit it with some pepper in there as well. We're going to go spice as well. I'm going to go about a teaspoon of the rasa hanout, or they call it garam masala. Then I'm going to use some coriander seeds, half a teaspoon, thereabouts, and just a good pinch of cumin, classic Moroccan flavour, and just use a little pestle and mortar to crush these bad boys up. There you go, and then just shake that over the top. So that goes over. Get a little olive oil just to make it all stick. So now we've done that, I'm going to go back to the next bit, which is my tomatoes. You want about 1 kilo of fresh tomatoes. So I'm just going to slice these up. And I might just season this with a little salt as well and pepper, just because tomatoes need help, they need love. The other thing I need is, you know, in a good tagine there's always an element of sweetness and always from an element of dried fruit. I'm using apricots here. It could be sour cranberries or cherries or blueberries, whatever. I'm going to use a little bit of coriander, and what I'll do is I'll just use the stalk actually. I'll use the stalk here. What I do these days as well, just because I'm lazy, I get myself a garlic crusher, put the garlic into the crusher with the skin on and just crush it straight in. Like that, saves me a job. Right, so get all that lovely mix and just bang it in the bottom of that tagine, just like that. All of the juices, don't go throwing that away. We want all of that, that's all free flavour. And once you've done that, then you can put in a few new potatoes and then go in there with your shanks, like that. So look, I'm gonna whack this on a heat. Look at that. If I get a little fork and just sort of like stick it in, and then with no power just twist it. Do you know what I mean? That's what you want. You want meat that just, watch it. That's what you want. That's what tagines are about. Let's take this over, have a look at that. Gorgeous. Really, really nice. And if you think about it, how long does it take to put together? Like 4 or 5 minutes to knock together. Forget it, 2.5 hours, pop down the pub, go down the park, play with the kids, I don't know, whatever. And then you got this when you come back. Then what's really nice to contrast the gravy and the spice is some yogurt. And a really simple, just chop some mint, squeeze the lemon juice and some yogurt. Goes really, really well with this. Let me do your portion. What I love to do is just tear up some of that flatbread like that. Get myself a little bit of the old couscous. Then go for your favourite looking lamb shank over here. Bang it straight in the middle like that. You know, go get some of those little new potatoes. You see, we didn't use that many new potatoes because you've got the couscous anyway, but nonetheless, they're good in there. The little bit of chopped coriander you can put on, and a few little leaves around there as well. And the yogurt, just think of it, it's not being poncy. Think of it like a little, you know, fire extinguisher. You've got the spice in there, and it's just really, really nice. So a little bit of olive oil, and then something they love to do in Marrakesh, they've got the pomegranates. And what they do is they cut it in half like this, and you put your hands over like this, and you can just pat over these pomegranates, and it's like little capsules of sweetness, and you have to try it to get it, but it's absolutely gorgeous with that rich, rich lamb. Beautiful. So look at that, guys. An absolutely brilliant dish. Really melt in your mouth, incredible flavour from that lamb, and then the refreshing yogurt and those little capsules of sweet pomegranate. It so works.